Jackson Ferris, who was a second-round pick from the Chicago Cubs just a couple years ago. He's incredibly talented. He's got 4 pitches that he can do. He was able to have a really successful season, talking about in the top 20 in FIP in the Carolina League, top 30 in XFIP in the Carolina League with those 50-plus innings. And he was 11th in the Carolina League in strikeout percentage. He had a strikeout percentage of 32.5 this past season. He walks a little bit of guys, so he kind of fits perfectly within the mold that the Dodgers like to develop, guys that have a lot of stuff, but might have a little bit of command issues. The Dodgers will be able to help him with that, help him develop some command. He didn't give up a lot of home runs last year, gave up and was a pitcher who gave up a lot of ground balls, so there's a lot to be excited about.
0.16 home runs per 9, Austin.
Yes, you're exactly right. And talking about just some of his ERA, FIP, and XFIP, 3.38, 3.27, and 3.60, all incredibly solid. And he put him in a situation where he's going to be coached by guys like Dave Anderson, guys like Richard De Los Santos, other good, really talented coaches within this development system that have helped grow pitchers like a Bobby Miller, like an Emmett Sheehan, like a Kyle Hurt. All of these guys, they've helped them develop. And you put a guy with this much talent into their system, there is a lot to be excited about with the upside, not just for this upcoming future for the High A Great Lakes, but also for the Los Angeles Dodgers for the future. He is going to be part of that next wave of good left-handed pitchers within this organization.
See that position he gets in right there? See where that baseball is, Austin? Look where that baseball is. It's right behind his head, right? Because he's so athletic, see his spine angle is almost straight up. And with his spine angle straight up, he's still able to put this baseball behind his head. That's an extremely athletic position. That's a Jack Dreyer, Ben Harris type move right there. It hides the baseball, so it's what's called an invisible ball, because by the time he releases right there, you don't see it. And so a lefty, you see that left? Let me play that back. See that lefty? He pulled off because you just don't see it. Okay, now, having said that, getting in that position right there, okay, it also leads to kind of a slingshot. See how he's slingshotting around right there? So he's coming from behind his head to slingshotting instead of making just kind of a nice over-the-top, easy, repeatable delivery. He's coming from behind the head and then slingshotting. So, yes, that makes for an invisible baseball. Now, look where he delivers this ball from. He delivers this ball from basically behind a left-hander. Okay, so basically when the ball comes out of his hand, we're going to see it if I can stop it properly there. Okay, see how that's still that's more than halfway home to home plate. That ball is still behind a left-hander, okay? And not only that, it started behind his head. So the left-hander didn't see it. And then the first time a left-hander sees this ball, Austin, it's behind them. Now, good luck trying to stay in on that when it's 94, 95. That means, too, see how that left-hander see how his butt went in the bucket right there? And now you can't hit that slider. That is devastating. Watch how he separates right there. See that? There is no way that you're going to pick up that baseball as a left-hander, as a right-hander. Then it goes to behind his head. Then it slingshots. That is really, really, really wicked motion for a left-hander. I want to show you this right here. Okay, the right-handed swing right there. See how that got underneath that swing? Okay, so he has the back foot going for him towards the righty. He has the butt in the bucket element to a left-hander. This is a guy with wicked stuff. Look at that. Boom. Forget about it. Okay, the only thing about him, like seeming like every other Dodgers pitching prospect, look at that. That's a right-hander that's like, screw that, I can't hit that pitch. And that's when you talk about Taylor Young going back to the dugout and telling all of his buddies, hey, look at that. I mean, that's like a gyro pitch, right? That's kind of like a little frisbee pitch, okay? And then there's that four seam on the outer half that a lefty just doesn't see. What you're seeing, see all this indecision? That's the invisible pitch, okay? But whenever you go back to the dugout and you say, hey, what does it look like? All you can say to that is, hell if I know, I didn't see it. And if you get those 3 pitches, I got 2 words of advice for you. Good luck. Because look at that four seam up in the zone. Again, it's like all the other Dodgers prospects. It's going to be a matter of if he can throw enough strikes.